Hello everyone, welcome to my art studio. I know this is some really challenging times, but I want you to know that you are safe and not to worry. And even if it's raining outside, the museums are closed, your schools are closed, that you still can create some art. My name is Miss Julia. Let's come with me and create some art. Take a minute to go on a scavenger hunt in your own home. What does that mean? I'm talking about getting old lipstick. If you have paint, that's great. If you have crayons, that's wonderful. Try to get a couple of potatoes. I'm going to show you how to do a really fun art project that doesn't take a lot of time, and also I think it'll make you feel better because spring is around the corner. How does your garden grow? We're gonna cut right now. I'm gonna put on my gloves because I don't like my hands to be messy with paint. I'm gonna put on some kind of smock. I like to wear an apron, but if you don't have an apron, it's okay. Get an old t-shirt, something that you don't mind getting messy or getting some paint on. And I'm gonna do gloves, and I'm gonna get a trash bag, cover the table to make sure that we keep everything nice and neat. And then we're gonna create some art. So come with me, let's go. We're back from our scavenger hunt. I'll show you what I've collected. First of all, I put on my gloves. I've taken an old t-shirt, I cut it up the middle, turned it inside out, and put it on backwards. That way it protects what I'm wearing. I found a plastic plate that was in my kitchen. I have a couple of acrylic paints, and then I've taken an old container of shea butter. I just didn't care for the smell so much, but I love the consistency. If you take a little of this and add a couple of drops of food coloring, it makes a wonderful finger paint for smaller kids. You can see I have some ground coffee. I found a couple of tubes of old lipstick. This looks strange, I know. These are old potatoes that I found in my cabinet. However, I'm gonna make a stencil with them. Here's the stencil that I'm gonna show you how to make. Also, I found 2 pencils that have not been used. I love that the perfectly round circle on the eraser will be a great stamping instrument that we can use for the paper. And if you know anything about Miss Julia, I love flowers and I love sparkles. So no painting would be complete without some sparkles, and I have them in all different colors and sizes for us to experiment with. Let's get started. I'm first going to take our hand and put it on a piece of white paper. Don't worry if you don't have white paper, you can actually use the lined paper. Today's art project is called How Does Your Garden Grow? And we're going to make 5 flowers. I'm going to start out by drawing kind of little points on the end of each of my fingertips. And you will have a different pattern because everyone's hand is slightly larger or smaller, depending on if your dad's doing it, if your mom's doing it, if your little baby brother or sister is doing it. So that's my little outline, if you will, but perhaps you have a tiny hand, which it might look like this. And that looks okay too. The space here, we could actually add some sun rays and perhaps even birds flying. So we have our outline. What we're gonna do now is talk about our stencil. This is a potato that I've cut into the shape of a flower. How did I do that? I will show you. I'm gonna take a little potato, cut it, and then please make sure that you have your mom or dad help you with this, that you're not using this sharp knife, okay? Because it can be a little dangerous, but this is a family art project. So I've made a slice of pie and just cut out the triangles. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can have your own shape to this as well. Once you do this, because this is a potato, it does have a little bit of moisture, so I have a paper towel here that's ready to go. Now, this one, I've already created this earlier. I'm gonna take it and blot it because I love this color blue. And I'm just gonna put it at the end of my stems. There are no mistakes in art. You can twist if you want. And perhaps one purple one. that can dry, as I'm going to do the smaller one now with maybe this one, and we'll use a different color. We'll use the yellow. And perhaps go back and use pink. How does your garden grow? Now, while those are drying, you can use all sorts of different things that you found around the house. This is just red nail polish. Oop, one drop in the middle. And again, you can have your parents help you, or if you're older, you can do this yourself. But making stencils out of potatoes is a really fun way to be creative. Now, I have crayons, and I also have some glue and water that I've mixed in here. I'm going to give it a little shake. I'm going to give it a squirt. I'm going to use my finger to kind of make a wavy line. And then I'm going to take the coffee, and I'm just going to pour that on, because this is the dirt. So I've created dirt, I've created flowers. You can use yellow paint for the sun. And we are going to stop now. I'm going to finish this and give you some other ideas how to complete your artwork. How does your garden grow? With lots of love, sunshine, and warmth.